Thus occupied, my hands could not protect my ears, which had filled with the sound of mother's frantic wailing and the mourners' rising ululation. "My husband," mother cried, her voice trembling, "and my beautiful girl. How can I lose them both in one day?" "Hush now." Abigail pulled my mother into her arms. "Keturah Desmona may yet live. We will know nothing until they find her." Mother shook her head. "She is gone. HaShem has taken her from me." The mourners wailed on cue, and mother burst into fresh sobs. Overcome by the sights and sounds of grief, I crouched lower in the corner, willing myself to disappear. No one looked in my direction because I was the second daughter, the plain one. I was only Shalom Tzion. "So sudden," Abigail said, releasing my mother. The old woman, our closest neighbor, picked up a piece of wet linen, wiped it over my dead father's chest, and shook her head. "Itamar was a fine man. HaShem blessed you with a fine husband, a prosperous man, and now he has taken him away." "Blessed be the name of the Lord," another neighbor murmured, determination in the straight line of her mouth as she scrubbed between the dead man's toes. "He gives and he takes away." "But to take him like this," Mother sputtered, looking from one neighbor to another. "He was fine this morning. He broke his fast and went riding with Keturah, and before I could even visit the well, my husband returned to me dead. And my daughter, my pride and joy, what has become of her?" A newcomer caught Mother's arm. "A swift death is a mercy. And my son said your husband died instantly. Apparently the horse reared, and Itamar fell backward. Your daughter must have been thrown from the saddle." "So where is she?" Mother shrieked. She stepped to the window, threw open the wooden shutters, and looked into the courtyard as if expecting my 9-year-old sister to materialize outside the door. "Where could she be?" "Poor, proud Itamar." Abigail's hands drifted to the corpse's forehead. "Why did you have to insist on a horse? Would not a mule have served you as well?" The other women did not reply, but kept washing the body. Though I was but a child of 6 years, I knew the old woman had raised a valid point. Most of the villagers in Modein rode mules, if they rode at all. Yet father had insisted on riding a horse, and not just any horse. His mount had to be a stallion, the finest money could buy, and it had to be a proud beast, and lively, with a wild streak to intimidate less skilled riders. That insistence, born of pride, had probably cost father his life. The skittish stallion often fidgeted when a rider climbed onto his back, and frequently kicked at any passer-by who happened to startle him. Mother often spoke of how untrustworthy the animal was, yet father only laughed at her fears. He was not laughing now. And Keturah? Where was my sister? Before sunset, father would take his place in the family tomb, and mother and I would face life without him. I would miss his twinkling dark eyes, his booming laugh, and the work-worn hands that had always patted my head with gentle affection. A sob rose in my throat, and I barely forced it down. Mother was already mad with grief. I did not want to distract her and cause her further pain. Now she walked around the room, her hands in constant motion, pressing against her forehead, clinging to the table for support, tugging at the neckline of her tunic. "What will we do?" she asked, glancing around the room. "Itamar's parents are dead, and he has no brother."